Hello and welcome to A Journey Through Tarot. Oh, I apologize. I left these cards up from the Aries read. If you have Aries in your chart, please watch that read because I don't know why those ended up staying there. Okay. This is for Taurus, sun mooning. Wow, that is awkward. Someone moon someone else. Sun, moon, and rising. I already saged and meditated over everything. Taurus. What is going on for Taurus today? I feel the need to go to my Modern Witch Tarot and start there. I just want to let you guys know that my readings will probably never be exactly the same. So if you're into like congruency and you want something exactly the same every time, I'm probably not your reader. I'm a very sporadic person in general. I'm very creative. My mind is very spontaneous. I have ADD, so it's like you'll never know what you're gonna get. But you're always gonna get an interesting read. You're always gonna never have a dull moment, okay? All right, so I have a hard time with this deck. Let me know if anybody has this deck because it's like just such a big one and it's hard to shuffle. So I'm gonna have to shuffle it in increments, and the cards are super stiff. So if anybody has any like advice on how to, and also I'm a terrible shuffler. I really am trying to get better, but it is hard for me. Whatever works best for everyone, right? I still get the message out. It's just very, again, I'm very sporadic. That's just my vibe. If anybody knows me, that's what you'll learn about me is I could be, you never know what you're going to get with me. Okay. And that could be the Aries in me, guys. I'm an Aries. I am an Aries sun. I am a Gemini rising and a Sagittarius moon. So we have double fire, guys. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get this fire. You're going to get sometimes cool energy. You're going to get sporadic Gemini. Okay. Guys, please comment your sun, moon, and rising. I'd love to know who's watching, and please let me know your situation too. And if you are going through any soul connections or twin flames, I want to know about it. I want to get to know my subscribers. I know I don't have that many right now, but I love you guys. So I'd love to get to know you guys. I'd love to do a live if anyone's interested. There'll probably only be 5 of us, but it'll be a fun time. Anyways, anywho, I said that in my Aries read, like I just ended the Aries read, and I said anywho, and I'm like, I don't say anywho. So I don't know if you have Aries in your chart, but this already feels like similar energy. Okay, enough shuffling. Well, one more. Okay. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, we ask that we get a clear, concise reading for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know at this moment? Again, these are very hard to shuffle, so you're going to just have to bear with me here. And for some reason, I'm thinking of a bear. So if bears are something, you like the Cubs or something. Not the Cubs. The Cubs. Bear Cubs? I meant to say if you like the Bears, but I said Bear Cubs. Anyways, your energy is sporadic as well, Taurus, because I'm getting this very anxious, excited energy. And excuse me, because my nose is super stuffy, and I've been having like throat issues, and these readings are just up and down, so bear with me here. We have the 9 of Wands here. So you are feeling, clearly, you are building a wall, Taurus. You're being your stubborn self. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like there's Taurus in my chart somewhere, but I don't know a whole lot about astrology. I know like my rising, my moon, but I don't know all the houses. I'm still learning. So I feel like there might be some Taurus that I have because sometimes I feel like your energy resonates with me quite a bit. And I can be very stubborn too, so. And at least I can admit that. A lot of people can't admit that. For some reason, I'm having the hardest time lighting the sage. Okay, so your boundaries are up. You are standing firm in your footing, just like a Taurus would. But I feel like there's something that people don't know about you, Taurus. There's like this hidden depth to you. You might come across very maybe bullheaded or strong-willed, if you will. But I feel like there's a sensitive nature to you specifically. I'm feeling a very gentle energy. I feel like maybe you are a mother or a father and you're very loving. And it's like when you love, it is loyalty for life. And I'm getting a loyal, firm, stable energy, which Tauruses are. You guys are insanely stable and insanely incredible with your person. Here we go. Just want to sage a little bit more. I just felt the need because I feel like there's an energy that you have. It's almost like an angry feeling. Maybe you're angry at someone or something. Feeling like it might be at the workplace for some of you. My Palo Santo is like crispy right now. Ignore that. I've had those ones for a while and I just want to burn them out before I get more. So I've just kind of been using those. Okay, I feel a little bit more refreshed. I still feel this very grounded energy. It's like your feet are just like grounded. Like there's no getting around. Sorry about that, guys. There's no getting away from whatever someone did to you. It's like you're not gonna let them forget it. That's the vibe I'm getting. I don't feel like that deck right now. Let's go ahead and break this deck out here. I cannot remember what this one's called because I think it's just called like, it's like a generic, I think it's just like tarot. Got it from Barnes & Noble, so I don't know what this one's called. It's like a Barnes & Noble special or something. It came with like its own book. I don't know. I thought it was cute. Anywho, Taurus. Taurinians. I don't know. 9 of Wands. Are you kidding? What is going on? Got the 9 of Wands twice? Taurinians. I don't even know. Come on, Taurus. What happened? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? That is all I have to say right now is who hurt you, because you are not gonna let them forget this. They will rue the day, right? I don't know. Spirit guide, what's next? I don't know why, but there's like, you're like, that's it. End that here. Literally, you and your guides are like, no. I have turned my back to this person. And you know what? This could even be a reflecting energy because here we have a feminine energy, right? And this looks like a masculine energy. So maybe the both of you, this could be Taurus and Taurus. I doubt it, but if you are, let me know. You both are like, no, I'm not going to talk to him. No, I'm not going to talk to her. No, I will not be the first one to communicate. This is how this feels. This feels very like, no, absolutely not. I am from now on, I'm going to build a wall and no one will ever hurt me again. This is how this feels. So I'm sorry for whatever it is that you're going through, Taurus. This feels like past energy. You were hurt in the past, but now you have built this like immaculate safe space, which is awesome, and I'm happy for you. But I do feel like there is an emotional detachment here. So you're unable to attach to anyone ever again. I feel like it almost feels like that. I could be overly dramatic right now, but I'm getting that energy. I'm definitely getting this, like, I I just refuse to budge, like, which is a normal Taurus type of behavior. So I'm not surprised. Very proud of you for sticking up for yourself, but I do feel like and it could be justified, and I'm not making excuses for this other person, but I feel like you both are just like, no. And even these cards, like, don't even want me to, I can feel this energy of, like, unbalance, right? It's balance in reverse. The cards are even like, no, do not read us. I almost feel like I need to get another deck because I don't feel like any of these guys, which I have 50 million, none of them want to be, they're being stubborn, all of them. Let's go to the Alice in Wonderland deck. Or my Antique Anatomy, which is my fave these days. Okay, guys. Let's try to do a more colorful, happy Disneyland energy. Because you both feel very bullheaded right now. What is going on, Taurus? I am so wanting to know the tea right now. I'm like, let me in on it. That was right under. Yeah, we have the 10 of Spears. Is this, I'm sorry, did I say 10? Why did I say 10? This is, I can't tell on upside down. This is the 6 of Wands? 6 of Hearts. I don't freaking know. Sorry, this deck confuses me. This is the 6 of Wands in reverse. 6 of Wands in reverse. This is Ace of Cups in reverse. Oh yeah, you guys are like, they can drown in their emotions. I do not care, but I will not. My cup is empty and I like it that way. Emotions are not for me. Like, this is how it feels. The Queen of Flowers in reverse. And the 5 of Wands. I gotta double check, guys. I apologize. I gotta make sure that I am reading these correctly because I don't want to misinterpret. I generally do follow more of my intuitive ability rather than, you know, really trying to enforce every single word of, like, tarot. And I know the terminology, but I feel like you can read your own cards in that way. So I'm really trying to ground your energy rather than say, oh, here's the meaning, you know, here's what this means, here's what this means. It's like, you guys know what it means, you follow tarot enough, but what you're looking for is the stuff that you are not seeing yourself, you know what I mean? So for me, it's like, let me also give in my intuition. And it almost is like I'm channeling sometimes because I tend to forget what I even had said. And that's how I know that I've channeled properly. So, anywho, again, with this anywho, I don't like that I keep saying that. 4. It's the 4 of Spears. Why did I say 5? Ugh. I think I said 6. I'm a mess, guys. Okay. I'm just going to read out of the book because it feels right. So, the 4 of Spears is a clear sign that you need to rest. So this is swords. Okay. Swords energy. Lots of swords energy. So you're not resting. You're like, it's like this aggressive, I'm getting this aggressive stance. Because again, you got the 9 of Wands twice. So your heels are in the mud and you are not budging. I'm seeing a bull right now. And you are literally about to ram your head into someone. Like, this is how I feel. It's like, no, I will not rest. If they communicate to me, I'm going to just let it out. And I feel like that is very Taurus. Also, I don't know if I'm even saying the word Taurus right, so let me know if I am. Someone please just communicate with me because I want to know what's going on because I am in on this read right now. And then we have the 5 of Swords, right? Which is a lack of communication, right? It is a conflict of energy. It's okay, conflict. That's what the 5 of Swords means, right? You know that. You and I and everyone else knows the 5 of Spears is conflict. But when I am seeing this intuitively, I find it very interesting that the visualization is a heart. that these swords, when have you ever seen a sword with a heart on the end of it, right? I feel like you come across insanely strong, insanely passionate, almost aggressive. Yet, I said passionate because you are passionate. You might have some fire sign in you, but I think you're passionate towards this person. I think there was a time where this cup was overflowing for your person. And the well has runneth dry, right? You're like, I have given all that I can give. And what's bothering me about this energy is that your person feels the exact same way. So you're both very stubborn. Which is why I'm getting this Taurus and Taurus energy. It's like, who is going to give in? Because it doesn't seem like anyone is ever going to give in. We have the Queen of Flowers here, which is Wands. I believe it's the Queen of Wands. I'm going to double check. Flower energy, let's see. Yeah, definitely Wands. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. This is a new deck, and I forgot that it has different meanings. Sometimes I get confused with those, so I apologize. Yeah. This is the Queen of Wands. So, Queen of Wands is very passionate. She is elegant, right? She has an authoritative nature, but she's also independent. So, I feel like it could be your person, but there was a codependent energy here. Either there is one now from your person and they're like realizing, oh my God, I need them. I'm not gonna make a decision or action towards them, but I feel like I need them. And I feel like either that or you feel deep down within your heart, and when you ask yourself these questions, when no one's around, when it's just you and yourself, and you ask yourself these questions and you go, do I really love them? What does your higher self feel? Do you feel like you're like, I hate the fact that I need them. I hate the fact that I want them. I'm getting this song in my head. I need you to need me. I want you to want me. That song. I'm a terrible singer, guys, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm not, but that song is coming through to me. You hate that you need them. I feel like there's this stubbornness because you're like, I don't want to show weakness. And in your mind, it's like, it's weak if I go and confess my love to them. I don't want to be the weak one here. I want them to do it, right? There's this dynamic of who's in charge. I'm getting that from you guys. I keep getting this Taurus energy, Taurus and Taurus. You're both in the same reflective energy. And I said this with the Aries read, and if you have Aries in your chart, please watch it, because I do feel like this could be a potential soul connection. I don't think twin flame. I think Aries, the last reading I just did, was very twin flamey. This one doesn't feel quite that way. This could have even been a karmic connection, perhaps. I don't feel like it is twin flame. I definitely think soulmate and soul connection. If you guys ever want to know or get in on what that is exactly, we can talk about twin flames and soul connections and soulmates. But sorry, what I'm getting here is that you had passion for this person. I'm even gonna say this was the love of your life. This, no one will ever compare. I'm getting this, like, as far as the people that you've had in your life, in comparison to this person, no one, not a soul will ever compare to this person. That is what I'm getting. And I think you feel that way, and it's a mutual energy, and they feel the same. But there's definitely a conflictive energy that happened. There's something major. I almost feel like a tower moment. Although I didn't get the tower, I do feel like there was a major tower moment in this relationship. And then you tell me what that was, but it's almost like you don't even want to talk about it. You don't even think about it anymore because it's so frustrating to you. It broke your soul. Something inside of you broke after this. So that's the overall energy I'm getting, 110%. I almost have to take a deep breath. We need to sage some more after that. Goodness. Taurus, wherever you are, I am sending you good vibes because this is not an easy energy. And I do think that healing needs to happen. Healing needs to happen in this relationship. Whether that be inner healing, you know, there's got to be some sort of healing that occurs because what was done to you doesn't feel, it feels toxic, you know. Sorry, this freaking sage, it just keeps breaking, so I just take little pieces at a time. I feel like that this was very toxic. This is the type of energy that you need to heal lifetimes from, and I really feel that way. And I feel like this is not easy. I feel like you are changed as a human being. I really do feel that way, and I don't necessarily feel like, I want to let you know, and I think Spirit wants to let you know, that your suffering was purposeful. There's no random suffering in my mind, and I think Spirit wanted to tell you that. This suffering was intentional. There's a reason for it. I'm not trying to diminish this person and what they did to you, because I feel like this was so deeply wounded that this is like something you need to heal from with therapy or with some major healing. So I'm not taking away from you or invalidating you and your emotions, because this was extreme. It almost feels like this is something that you won't even speak of. And I just want to apologize for what you have been through. But I think that Spirit is saying that there was a purpose. This was all purposeful. And this was all for your greater purpose. There is something that you are meant to go through that is going to teach you a lesson that you're able to help others who have been through what you have been through. So whatever happened, I don't want to diminish it at all. And I'm not saying anyone was justified in this. I'm not saying that your person is a horrible person. I'm not saying anything because I don't know. You know. Death in reverse. This feels like a renewal. Although I normally see death as being like reborn, as a clean slate, this one really does feel like renewal. Like this feels like it doesn't feel over. And it's just, I feel like this was something that is so hard. And you're like, how could I ever forgive this human being who did this to me? But I do feel like this is renewal because it's death in reverse. And in this particular deck, the imagery is very, for me, it's very, like this felt like, if it was upright, I would just say, this is it, this is over, you're done. But I do feel like the skulls are at the bottom, the flowers are blooming, right? So it's like the death and the hurt and the pain, it's gone. Now the flowers can flourish. Because in my personal perspective, you know, actual death, let's try not to get too dark, but we become one with the earth again. That's how I see it. I'm giving you my perspective. I hope it's not offending anyone, but this is my personal opinion on the matter. So when I see this in reverse, I'm seeing what death and what despair happened in the past and the suffering, there only could grow beauty, right? If it was like this, it'd be like, oh, done, you know? That is it. You guys are done. But this feels very renewal. This feels like rebirth. This feels like flourishing. I'm getting springtime vibes from this. I don't generally ever try to do timelines, but this feels like springtime. And then we have temperance. That just confirms what I'm saying. It's balance. I said earlier there was an unbalance, right? There was an imbalance. I don't know why I said unbalance. Unborn. Why does that come in my head? It was like you weren't who you fully were. You had to be born again. It's like this literal birthing of who you were. You became a new being. Like the suffering and the grief, you literally had to remove who you were and once were and become completely new. This is the regeneration energy I'm getting from this. Like flowers are blooming from the hands here, and the mind is balanced, and it even goes down to the anatomy of the hands, right? And this reminds me of that show on Showtime that I'm not remembering what it's called at this moment, where they make humans, literally, and it's like a amusement park, and where the people get to interact with robots who look like humans. Tell me if you remember the name of that show. Anyways, I'm getting that because it's almost like you created yourself in a laboratory and said, this is the person I want to be, and you manifested it. You said that old person had to, not physically die, but that old person had to cease, right? Had to cease of being for me to be reborn. So again, Spirit is saying there's a purpose. This is purposeful. Your suffering gave you enlightenment. It gave you rebirthing. It gave you transformative energy, and that is beautiful. Then we have the suit of elixirs. What is this? Is this the Two of Cups? You've got to be kidding me. I think this is the Two of Cups, but it is in reverse. Let me just verify. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst when it comes to when they change the suits. I get confused. So I'm pretty sure. Why would that not be cups, right? Two of elixirs. Yeah, this is literally the Two of Cups. I am very surprised. This is the Two of Cups, and I believe it was in reverse. So this relationship, and I don't want to say there's an ending. I don't feel an ending to this. I'm going to clarify this because I'm confused by the fact that it was in reverse. Because I genuinely feel like this is where you're headed. But I do feel like there's a pause. I definitely do feel like there's a pause, especially since the two of you refuse to communicate. You both refuse to communicate at this point. So I think that's why the Two of Cups is in reverse, which the Two of Cups is normally unity, right? It's finding your person. It's finding the person who will give you equal give and take. This is the person who is meant to be in your life. But the fact that it's reversed, I really think is because you both refuse to communicate. So I'm thinking that Spirit is saying it's potentially time to reach out. I'm not gonna speak on it until we, get some more info here. Let's see if we can get some angel guides here. Because the Two of Cups in reverse to me still feels like there's an imbalance between the two of you, and I really do think it's because you're both like, again, I hope that you have forgiven, and I don't want to say for their sanctity and for them to, you're not protecting them by, for getting forgiveness for yourself. I think Spirit says you need to forgive for your own peace of mind, not for theirs, not for anyone else's, because I don't feel like you're quite ready to forgive. And I want to say that we each do things on our own terms. We each grieve in our own ways. So I don't want to say, hey, go reach out to them when you're not ready. I want you to do things when you're ready, when the divine has stepped in, or you feel like divine timing has occurred and you feel comfortable doing it. You know, don't reach out to someone if you're not ready to speak, because it's just going to become this whole fight and conflict. So if you're not going to speak and you're not ready, don't do it. But I just wanted to let you know this is the energy I was feeling. So yeah, you're not ready to forgive. Forgiveness and understanding is in reverse. So I don't think, Taurus, that you are ready to forgive. I think you will get there. I just got chills, so I definitely don't think that you're ready. I do think when the time is right, you will forgive. And I don't think it's for anyone else other than your own sanity. I think personally, I'm going to give you a personal example because I do feel like that's the best way I can explain things. So for me, I didn't have a father growing up at all, right? Most people are like, oh, I'm so sorry. But I'm like, you know what? I forgave him and I have forgiven it and I have moved past it in my own healing process. It's taken time. It's taken years. This may be something that I can never fully heal from, right? The father wound is a big, deep, gaping hole. But when I made the choice to forgive and say we're all humans and no one is perfect, I think I genuinely had peace of mind. So that's just my own example that I felt the need to share. But I did that in my own time. I'm still healing. I know I am. And I'm 27 years old. You know, it's just something that is going to be an ongoing thing for me. And, you know, it's a process. And so you can grieve and you can feel your emotions any way that you want. I am not pressuring you. I want to let you know that. But Spirit does say, clear, cancel, and release. So I think Spirit is still saying, yes, you may grieve and take all the time in the world, but we are asking you, we are giving you, we are kind of nudging you in that direction. But again, don't feel pressure by anyone or anything. Clear, cancel, and release. Talk to your spirit guides if you feel like you're feeling alone or you're like, how can I forgive? And meditate on it and think about it. You know what? The best time for me, and I'm not really a big meditator. I do meditate a little bit. I genuinely, when my best time to meditate, in my own opinion, is when I'm just in complete silence. I don't have to think or visualize. It just comes out of me. And so that works for me. That might work for you too as well. Taking a bath and just being in complete silence, I tend to have the best meditations and I get the most information from my guides. Yeah, this is take a step back in reverse. It could be, Spirit could be saying, you know, take a step back, but I do feel like there's almost an energy of you've been doing this. So I think Spirit is gently nudging you in that direction. I'm really trying not to pressure it because I know a lot of you are probably not ready. But this might be a confirmation if you've been thinking about it. Like if you're 100% not ready, this is not your message. I do think that this is silently nudging you. But again, meditate on it, visualize, do whatever works best for you. Journal about it. Do the work. Yeah. Spirit's saying do the work. That means ground yourself. You can go outside in nature, take a nice walk, and a lot of times you'll get a random idea in your head like, hey, I am ready, you know? Meditating, if that's something that you're interested, Reiki healing, that's something I always recommend. It's spelled R-E-I-K-I. Look it up on YouTube. There's a lot of Reiki healings. Meditation, especially guided meditation, is very helpful. Journaling, just being alone in silence and just feeling your feelings is another way. I hope those examples helped you. Okay, Taurus, I'm gonna leave your reading here. I do want to let you guys know that I'd love to do individual readings if anyone's interested. I'm just kind of doing those based off of donation, so I generally will do a hour reading and I'll send a private YouTube video to you. And if you have specific questions, I can answer those. If you'd like to just share your story, feel free to. My email is in the description. Any questions or any comments from me, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, enjoy. I'll see you next time.